any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's the handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the running back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Haynes. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Wilson. He'll step out of bounds, he's at the 33-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Back to pass on second down. This time on target. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate in the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Berry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to pass, it's Hoover. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The kick is on its way. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Marshall, finding open areas. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And he's rolled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a crease. It's Buckley. Oh, he's got just steamrolling the defense. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Trying to run, it's Haynes. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete on the right side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, this offense defense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Nebraska is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Tommy Frazier, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Crosses to 35. He's loose on the right. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We expected points. We've gotten some early, up 13-7 as they go back on the attack. Hand off from the shotgun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Turning it on. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Line getting set on second down. The offense changing the play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cleescorn. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost to throw again. Moves away as he feels pressure. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of the tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
They'll go to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. To the ground with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all three levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged on the outside. It's Durham.
Got a nice catch. Way to get your feet down, and your reward is 0 yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Hoover. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Wants to throw it. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I do.
Looking to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He goes hard left off the upright, but it'll count and squirt through for the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 24 to Florida State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it in, it's Watkins. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on first down from the 30. The give from the gun. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Durham. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy, Reese, on the other side when Justin Vincent rushed for over 200 yards in the SEC Championship game, and that's what you see LSU. That's what I've always thought of watching them growing up, and you watch the way they run their offense. Usually, it starts with the physicality in the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Sets up the screen.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the running back from the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
The Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it. It's Durham. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
And this offense has put a nice drive together. I don't mind the run on 2nd down. We're not in a hurry. We actually want to use a lot of this clock. But more importantly, we want to punch this in the end zone. We want to cut into this lead, gain some momentum. We've struggled this first half, but we can end on a high note.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Intercepted deep in his own end. Bringing it back.
Yeah, and linebackers have to do a really good job of playing the run, but you can see sitting back in cover 2, understanding I got to get my zone, get my eyes on the QB, break on the football. Nice play by that linebacker, nice pick.
rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back on the option, the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gets the back moving. Quickly to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Rushes on him. Quarterback gets past the marker. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Under fire. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Underwood. This time he's got his man. Runs through the tackle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to pound their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. It's now second and goal.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Barry. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
He'll toss it. Makes a man miss. Strong, firm tackle. And the Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Through the air, it's Hoover. Grabbed behind the line, it's Durham. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Man, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
Looking for a gap. It's Durham. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Some misdirection with the counter. Past the first down marker and still running. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
And that's up.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Taking it the other way. He's at the top. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And what a job in coverage by the defense. First, the defender able to get his hand on the ball and tip that up into the air. It lands right into his buddy's hands. He has the convoy, and it is off to the races.
Getting set for the point after. He missed it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Nebraska is just getting blown off the field right now. I've seen some stinkers in my day. This one smells like a pasture. How's that for descriptive? They're trailing by 21 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
Right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on 1st down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll leave it with him. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Leaves it with the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Good right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Coming out with it, it's Barry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. Don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We gotta stop turning the football over.
He leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Oh, he's got some space. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Quick completion to the right. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Snap it to the back. Lowers those pads. Nice pickup on the ground. And they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
1st and goal.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the 1st down, new set of downs, let's go.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
number 22.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too.
Turning it on! He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the fourth quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They want that clock to run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Safe completion on the screen. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Kick is in the air. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone from the touchback. They open this possession from their own 20. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Handoff to the lone back. This freshman makes a stop after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And